Surprise, motherfucker! Hey, this is Venger Satanis. No wind because we're not outside and I'm not driving, so you don't have to worry about my safety or the safety of any pedestrians. It's just you and me here in the sort of playroom attic, and I only have a couple minutes before my wife has to pick up the other kids. So yeah, let's get this game master fail started. Um, this one's about improvisation. And it's funny because a minute ago, before I was about to start this video, I was like, what is that word? I couldn't remember the word improvise or improvisation. I was like, spontaneous stuff or innovation, or I had to look up um, spontaneous comedy because I couldn't remember improvisation. And if stuff like that happens to you, don't worry, that happens to everybody. Um, you can still be an improv heavy or even improv light game master. But if you feel like you can't improvise at all, then that is a game master fail. Um, if you have trouble with improvisation, then have some tricks or some cheat things nearby, either a random table or like little post-it notes with like little like ideas, or a couple extra books that you can just like thumb through while the players are formulating a plan. Um, Create your own little random table. If you're running a mega dungeon and it's not totally keyed up, or you're just kind of like running it on the fly, or you haven't read all the material, you can create some bonus rooms, and you can just roll a d6, and some rooms are going to be empty. Some are going to have a monster. Some are going to have a monster and a trap. Some might have trap and treasure. Things like that. But you have to be willing to improvise a little bit. I don't know how you can run a game without it, unless you go fully by the book. And after the first or maybe second adventure, that shit's just not going to fly, because the player's going to come up with stuff that you won't be ready for, that you won't anticipate, and the adventure designer didn't anticipate either, and you will need to improvise. That is a huge game master skill. That's in like the top 3 of game master skills. I'm willing to go out on a limb and say that if you can't improvise, you can't really game master. I talk about improvisation a little bit in my book, How to Game Master Like a Fucking Boss. Check that out. It's a platinum bestseller on DriveThruRPG, so that's a very popular PDF. I would recommend getting the print version on Amazon because the paper quality is a little bit higher. Do some searching though, because I saw one for like $26, $27, but really it's like $16 if you find it elsewhere on Amazon. It's weird how you can type in the title search, and it'll come up something. It'll come up a listing for a much higher price, maybe by a third party seller. I'm not sure. But then if you type in Venger Satanis and look through it through the author or me, you can find that and a lot of other titles for the normal price, the price that I set, which is usually $14 to $16 if it's just a black and white book, or sometimes a little higher, maybe like $18 if it's like full color or something like that. Anyway, I can hear the garage door. My wife is leaving, so I gotta go take care of the twins. That's it for this video. Yeah, if you have trouble improvising, do something about that, because that has to be one of your major skill sets. You have to improvise. You can't just not do it. Come up with something on the fly. Realize that if you do have trouble coming up with things on the fly, it's okay. Not everybody is going to expect perfection. But if you know you're going to have trouble, then do yourself a favor and put some little things around to like help jog your memory or help inspire you or whatever. Okay, that's it. See you on the flip side.